Hello all. Today I am showing you my balcony. This is a kind of a small space gardening. Here if you see, this balcony is around 2 feet in width and 10 feet in length. And here I have tried to maximize space as much as possible. This is the grill for the balcony. This didn't have any extension. I have tried to give an extension here, which is just a 10 inch in width by 10 inch in height, so that pots doesn't fall. Initially I tried using rectangular pots so that it would fit exactly in the space, and I brought the same kind of a tray so that it looks pretty. So in this balcony, this is actually a west facing balcony wherein I get the sunlight starting from around 12:30 p.m. onwards and late in the evening. And I have tried to place the plants which need lot of sunlight, that is a flowering plant. This is a Sadabahar plant, and I placed adenium here. And this adenium I had got it in winter, which was in dormant, but now it is started, the leaves have started appearing. And I want to create a miniature garden here, for which I have placed a mantap. This is a stone mantap which I had got from a historical place when I visited. And then this is a stone tartar, but I am using it to form a well. I'll show you the image of it once it is done. This is a hibiscus plant. The color of this hibiscus is very nice, that is good color. It's very rare to be found. This is a button rose plant. Here you can see this button rose. The advantage of having button rose in home is the frequency of flowering and the number. This is one more button rose plant. Sometimes you can see this has a white flower, white button flower, and here in the same plant we have the pink color button rose. So it's a mixed plant. This is Sevanthi plant. It is growing quite healthily. This is one more rose plant which gives pink color. This is a regular rose. This is one more button rose. It's also pink color. The only difference is that you can see the shape of the flower is quite buddy. This is a butterfly plant or cosmos plant. Here you can see that this is yellow colored. I had got the seeds, and I just put the seeds in this plant, and it is coming up well. This is one more rose plant which gives yellow flower. Another Sevanthi plant. This is white Sevanthi. I have one more here which is of yellow Sevanthi. I have around 3-4 kind of hibiscus. The second kind of hibiscus, this is a red hibiscus. This plant was the cutting of this plant was put in winter, but you can see how nicely this has come up. It gives red flower. This is one more, the routine plant, which is usually planted on the ground, but I've tried using it in a pot with a sufficient soil. And this is a plant wherein this Bilpatri plant, which is favorite for Lord Shiva. Adenium plant. This is a grafted plant. You can see the grafted portion, and it's a multi-petaled pink colored flower. One more adenium grafted plant. This is one more adenium which I got online. One more regular flowering plant. This you can see the kind of a flower. And I have tried to maximize the space. After creating the slab, I had tried getting more of a plant. So this part of the balcony wherein you have around 3 inch of space, you can see that I have placed this kind of a small rectangular plant. This is a bushy herb which will stay indoor for around a week. This is the arrowhead ivy. Okay, this surprisingly I got this on the road itself. I had tried putting it. It has come out very beautifully. This is a baby aloe vera plant with the one jade plant in that. This is a tomato plant. This one I didn't put any effort for this plant, it has come up by itself. One more indoor plant. I want to show this kind of a planter here. If you see, this is a hanging planter with a sturdy hook. It hooks by itself. And this plant, you can use this planter directly because it has a hole down, or else you can place a plant here. Okay, and this is a croton plant, which this is one of my recent collection. This is one more indoor plant. This is one more Sadabahar plant, and this is a jade plant yet to come up. Moonshine cactus. I tried to use this space of, you can see how much space is there in this corner. I have tried to place this plant. And there are 3 succulents. This kind of a pots, it is available in Amazon also. It's in very nice rate. That is, I had got a dozen of this plant for around 300 rupees. And this is one more which I had got from the local nursery. It is a set of 3 square plant in a tray. This was for rupees 160. This looks very beautiful. You can keep it on dining table for one day. You can't place succulents indoor for a long time because they become stretchy. You can see the stretchy effects here. This was one of the succulents which I had tried to place. It will lose its color. Actually, the color of this plant is exactly same as this, but the color has changed and it has become stretchy. So most of the succulents can't bear in indoors. This is panda plant. I would like to suggest this panda succulent to plant in this kind of a round or a wide container so that it grows bushy. Okay, so this is one more Cryptanthus plant which I had bought online, hoping to see that it grows well. I have placed 3 in that one such rectangular plant. And when you are placing a plate for the pot, try to make it exactly of the same size so that it looks elegant. So this tray, you can see this is exactly similar to the kind of the pot. And one more planter here, I'll show it here. This is a square rectangle for which I tried to get the same kind of a rectangular plate so that it looks beautiful. And in this small space of around 2 feet, 2 square feet, I have placed 4 big pots, 1 rectangular pot and 1 Sadabahar plant. I have placed hibiscus because it needs lot of soil. And this is a windowsill where you can place the pots, small pots for succulents. This is Haworthia, this is purple echeveria, and this is one more hanging plant which I have planted. And here I have tried to use, if you are not finding, if you are in a taluk level place or so, if you are not finding exact type of the hanging planters, don't worry, you can use. So this is just a mug. I have tried to select the mug in this color only, mud color. This has a handle. Try to put this handle here. It fits well. It is again a mug of which I have placed the adenium plant. This is a grafted adenium. You can see the new leaves coming up. I have around a dozen of adenium because adenium plant needs a very little care, and it grows up well in the required space. Suppose you are on a vacation, you can't water that plant, any plant can't water that plant, it stays well, it stays healthy. This is one of the biggest advantage of adenium. So as far as possible, I suggest you people to use a wide planter for adeniums, for which I have used here for the planting. In inevitable conditions, you can use whatever kind of plant you want. And a majority for the adenium, I have tried using clay pots because it absorbs excess moisture and keeps the roots cool, and the cooler roots proliferate well. And one more kind of a planter which I have used here to save spaces, you can see the grill. Okay, and for this grill I have tried to put a pot here. This is a donkey tail succulent, and here also have put money plant here, you can see. And there is one more plant, a hanging plant, in which I have placed aloe vera. It has come up very beautifully. One more, this is a regular flowering plant, you can see. And this is a purslane hanging plant. I have chosen yellow because it remains bright, because on exposure to sun the pots will lose color. This you can see, it has lost its color. Most of the pots will lose color and it might not look that attractive, hence I've used this yellow because it might not fade so easily. This is one more vertical planter. It's a planter of 3. I have used it with iron wire. I had to put plants in that. This is also one of the small space gardening technique using this kind of pots. Hope you have liked this vertical uh, and small space gardening. And one more part of this vertical gardening is this one. This planter is, you can place 3 plants in this, and I had got it in 6+1, that is 6 pots of this form. And there is one plate. I have tried to put wandering Jew. It has come up very beautifully. And this is one succulent. There is one begonia here. There is one more plant, that is Chinese evergreen plant, which is yet to proliferate. So lot many things you can plant. This is one variegated plant, and this is a set of, this is in a black plate. I have tried to put 5 succulents. These are 18 baby size, yet to come up. And since they receive a lot of sunlight, I have placed it here. So I think with this I'll end my balcony tour and small space gardening. Please put your suggestions in the comment box for the further improvement, and also give a thumbs up for this video, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.